Today, I will be talking about the 10 best states for roller coasters and amusement parks. There are some great states that have some amazing amusement and roller coaster collections. But before we start, I haven't been to every state on this list, and each state is ranked on the actual parks and rides in the state and other states around it. Also, if the state does not have any theme parks or roller coasters, then it will be disqualified. This includes the states of Alaska, both of the Dakotas, Montana, Delaware, Vermont, Rhode Island, Nebraska, and Hawaii. But other than that, let's hop right in. 10th place is still a very good state, even though it is last place in the first of these same 3 parks, and that is Missouri. This is one of those states that really don't have a lot in state, but what they do have is pretty high quality. They have one major park being Silver Dollar City, which is an amazing park. Home to many rides like Time Traveler, Outlaw Run, Powder Keg, Mystic River Falls, and a lot more that are great. But the states around it are kind of bleak, being that Illinois is right next door, same with Tennessee, but other than that, there is nothing by the state at all. Overall, a great state with an amazing standout park, but after Illinois and Tennessee, there is nothing here, and just a whole lot of dead. Next up is Tennessee. This is one of the only states on this list that I have been to, but sadly have not actually ridden anything in the state. It has the counterpart of Silver Dollar City with Dollywood, which is a favorite park to many. It's got some very unique rides like Wild Eagle, Mystery Mine, Lightning Rod, Big Bear Mountain, and Thunderhead, a few that I can name that are fan favorites. But the real thing holding the state back is that other than Dollywood, there really isn't much in the state after that. It's next to Missouri, but other states like Ohio, Illinois, and North Carolina are very far drives to get to other quality parks, so that's really holding it down. The next state is Illinois. This state has really only one park, but it's an amazing one. They are home to Six Flags Great America, which could be a top 3 ride lineup in America. They have some amazing rides from top to bottom like Goliath, Raging Bull, Batman the Ride, X-Flight, Viper, and some other ones. Just an overall super amazing lineup that is super worth going to. As well, being next door to Indiana, which has some good parks even though not on this list, Michigan's Adventure, right next to Missouri like I said earlier, and if you wanted to drive a long time, you can make your way all the way out to Ohio. But overall, I can't go any higher since there is only one park. 6th place might be a surprise to many, but it's Virginia. Virginia, even though a very random state, is very, very good. It's in close proximity to North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee, and if you wanted to drive even further, you could go all the way up to Ohio as well. But the actual rides in the state are very good and well-rounded. You have 2 major parks being Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which is a super pretty park with a great lineup with Pantheon, Apollo's Chariot, and many more. Then you have Kings Dominion, which is on a very similar level to Busch Gardens, led by Twisted Timbers, a great RMC, I-305, which is super intense, and the new for 2025 Rapterra. The first state in the top 5 is the big state of Texas. Obviously, one of the biggest states is going to have some of the best parks in the US. Some stellar parks like Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and some other ones that are really good too. Six Flags Fiesta Texas has Iron Rattler and Wonder Woman. Another solid Six Flags park being Over Texas has the first ever RMC and some other mid-tier rides. And SeaWorld San Antonio has some other good rides and a lot of water parks. Overall, it's a good state, but what's holding it back is that it doesn't really have an elite park, and the other states around it are very dry when it comes to roller coasters and theme parks. Up next is Ohio, my home state. This state may only have 2 parks, being Cedar Point and Kings Island, but those 2 are very, very special. Obviously, Cedar Point, the coaster capital of the world, with Steel Vengeance, Millie, Maverick, and a super well-rounded coaster collection that you can just lap all day, every day, and never get bored because of how deep the lineup is. Then don't sleep on Kings Island's lineup as well, having Orion, Diamondback, and many other solid rides that combine to make an amazing overall park. Plus, Six Flags Great America is about 5 hours away, Michigan's Adventure about 4, and Pennsylvania being right next door as well. I love my states and its parks, it's just so well-rounded. 3rd place goes to Pennsylvania. If you are not tapped into the coaster community, then you might not understand why this state is so stacked, but it's insane. The mix of rides in the state and the states around it is just legendary. It has some amazing quality like Hershey Park, Knoebels, Kennywood, and Dorney Park, which all have amazing coaster lineups, all combining with Wildcats Revenge, Phantom's Revenge, and a lot more. Then the nail in the coffin is that it's right next to Ohio, Virginia, and New Jersey, meaning parks like Cedar Point, Kings Dominion, and Great Adventure are all within driving distance depending on where you are in the state. Overall, an amazing state. The runner-up for the best state is Florida. This state might not have the best coasters, but when it comes to quality, rides, and diverse theming and theme parks is just crazy. It has some of the best parks in the world, like the 4 Disney parks, which are all great and have some amazing theming and great dark rides. But for thrill seekers, you have Busch Gardens Tampa for straight coasters like Montu and Iron Gwazi. Universal, the soon-to-be 3 parks, are amazing, being a perfect mix of theming, like the Harry Potter section, and world-class roller coasters like Velocicoaster and the Incredible Hulk. Such an elite state, even though it is kind of landlocked, and there are really no good states around it. The best state in the United States I have chosen to give to California. This state really just has it all. It doesn't matter what you like or what you don't like, it has it. If you want a laid-back experience, with maybe not the most intense rides, you have the Disney Park and many other smaller parks. But also has some amazing thrill rides like X2, Twisted Colossus, Joker, Ghost Rider, and many others across its amazing amusement parks like Magic Mountain, Knott's, Great America, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and even more. Just the sheer amount of rides and quality put Cali at number 1, and it is quite deserved. Thanks for watching, subscribe, vote on my community tab, and other than that, have a good day.